What's cracking, Jack? It's Monday, May 12th, and you know where you are. You're in the jungle, baby. MLB bets on tap. Let's go. Good Monday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And for those of you joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I've got 2 free plays for you here on YouTube in the MLB. But if you're looking to take your sports betting to the next level, become a jungle member at silverbackjungle.com or text that number on your screen. You get my full betting card pinged to your phone every single morning. That includes these YouTube plays early to take advantage of early lines. You get my premium plays. Those are my favorite bets of the day. Access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you are considering placing. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Pardon me. So yesterday, I didn't have videos out there. It was Mother's Day. I was enjoying with the family. But I did have 5 bets that went out to Jungle members, and we hit 4 of those. We were up 3.1 units. We hit on Reese Olson over 4.5 strikeouts. We hit on Chris Sale over 7.5 strikeouts. We hit on Yankees A's over 10.5 total. That was an easy bet, man. Hitter's dream. Wind blowing out 14 miles an hour in that Sacramento minor league park. And we hit on Darius Garland over 15.5 points. Our only loss was OKC, minus 6.5. They ended up winning by 5. All right, let's get green again today. Play number 1, we're going UCI Kikuchi of the Angels over 4.5 strikeouts against the Padres. Is currently minus 118 over on FanDuel. Now, I want you to focus your attention on the graph in the 2 yellow boxes. Those are lines set by Pinnacle and by Bookmaker. Those are 2 that are overseas books that are considered to be sharp books. Other books like FanDuel, DraftKings are considered retail books. Now, sharp books have more, I don't want to say accurate, but appropriate lines. And here's the reason why. They're considered sharp books because they don't limit bettors. They take high action from a lot of bettors, and because of that, they do a better job at really assessing lines and where things should be. Now, the retail books tend to follow suit from those sharp books, and then they adjust their lines accordingly as action comes in, and they limit higher level bettors. When you see a discrepancy like this, it's not always the case, and especially with strikeouts. But here you see that Pinnacle has Kikuchi's over 4.5 strikeouts at minus 138, and Bookmaker has it at minus 145 to the over. And they both are giving plus money on the under. And why is that? Well, look at this graph. Last 20 games, which is a great sample size for a starting pitcher, Kikuchi's over this line in 90%. 18 of his 20 games, and that includes games that he hasn't lasted very long. He's got hit around or gave up runs. He still gets his strikeouts. Now, the reason that retail books have this listed a little bit, to our advantage is because the San Diego Padres are one of the harder teams to strike out in Major League Baseball, but that hasn't stopped Kikuchi. He's been able to get these numbers regardless of the opponents, and San Diego has a lot of good left-handed hitters. That's going to actually help. That's why their strikeout percentage is a little bit lower. But the left-handed pitcher from our side is going to help that a little bit today. So we see this is what people, when they talk about EV or expected value, this is what they're talking about if you're unfamiliar. But we see a discrepancy between the sharp books and the retail books here, at least one retail book here. You want to take a look then at why, and you see Kikuchi is a good bet today based on his history. I like him over 4.5 strikeouts. Pardon me. Play number 2. We're taking the Mets minus 1 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now it's currently plus 105 on DraftKings, and it's minus 1, not minus 1.5, not money line. Not all books offer the alternate line of 1. If you can't find that, I will lay the 1.5. But taking minus 1 for plus money. If they win by 2, you win on plus money. If they win the game by 1, you push and you don't lose the bet. So I really like those minus 1s, especially when you have a pretty big money line favorite. And why we're getting a good line here is because books tend to overvalue starting pitching, and that's the case with Paul Skeens here. The Mets are 8-1 at home when they're favored this year, which they are in this game. Pittsburgh is absolutely terrible offensively, and they have a terrible bullpen. Last 5 games, the Pirates are batting 179 as a team, and their bullpen has an ERA of close to 5. On the season, The Mets have a run differential of plus 67, and Pittsburgh has a run differential of minus 56. There's a battle of the haves and the have-nots. The Mets are a way better team, way better offense, way better bullpen. That bullpen has been good at home this year at MetLife, and we're getting a really good value at -1 because the books are overvaluing Paul Skeens. Take the Mets -1 or -1.5 if you can't get that. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. I'll see you next time. A little more money in your pocket.